awesome story to tell. I'm not telling that one. I got another one that I thought of right before I got here.
I turned it down.
And I'm calling it the almost scarring of genitalia. Thank you. This is a story about courage, but it's more about false courage. Anybody else got that where, like Boris from 007, I'm invincible. Nothing can hurt me. So I was a teenager, as most teenagers think, that I'm invincible. I can do whatever I want. I'm on the track team. We don't have a coach because the coach, who is the coach, only cares about the sprinters and the short distance runners because he's training them for football, and he doesn't give a crap about long distance, which is what we do. So he says, just run. Do you want us to do anything? Go run some miles. He's the worst coach ever. So we would just go run. Sometimes we'd run to the ice cream stand, get ice cream, and then run back and go, 4 miles today. Other times, we'd run to Acme and play tag up and down the aisles. This is what we did. Another time we had an adventure, and we had plenty of those. We learned that, yes, in the swamps behind the towpath in Barberton, people do sell drugs to each other. Do not go back there. We learned that there's like a peninsula in Coventry on Portage Lakes. It's like a wildlife reserve for birds or fish, whatever. But it's like a peninsula, and then around that peninsula is this little tiny strip of land. I mean, it's no bigger than like a foot, 2 feet. And it acts as a breaker wall. It's just rocks and cement and crap and junk. And it just acts as a breaker wall so that the main peninsula island thingy doesn't like get hit with waves and rocks and all that stuff. So we learn there's a path on this little strip of island. And we think, all right, guys, let's see if it comes all the way back around. Because that makes sense, right? It goes all the way back around, comes all the way back. It doesn't go all the way around. We didn't know this at the time. So we start walking, and there's like this huge gap. I mean, it's got to be like half this carpet, okay? There's 7 of us on like this much. Like, scoot over, man. I can't. And then we're really going to fall into the water. So there's this giant gap, and we start jumping it one by one. I jump it, slip on some rocks, and like scrape up my knee really bad, okay? And we think, no, I am fine. Let's keep going on this horrible little island trip at peninsula adventure thingy. I don't know. Next thing we find is a goose nest. I don't know. Who's seen an angry goose? Who has seen an angry goose with like a field to run away in? Okay, who's seen an angry goose when there's 7 guys on 2 feet of land and there's nowhere to run? I have. It literally is like, I'm gonna push you into deep water and to survive a goose attack, okay? So it does. We stumble upon a goose nest, and it does that thing. It does that, whatever they do, little hissy thing they do, whatever it is, okay? They're doing it right at us. And we start pushing each other we're like, get out of the way! There's no way to go! We're falling in the water. We are soaked. Oh, I forgot to tell you. It's like January. So finally the goose flies off. There's no freaking babies or nothing. I don't know what it was. It was just protecting the nest. And we keep going. So, and we just keep going. Courage. So So it's like a peninsula thingy, right? You think that, oh, it's just gonna connect back around. It doesn't. There's a fence right here, okay? So you can't go back. The only option we have is to either go all the way back around through this dangerous peninsula Trek Island thingy, or to jump the fence. On top of the fence is barbed wire. There's 7 of us. I'm still the caboose. I don't know why I was still the caboose. So we devised this great plan. There's a tree right next to the barbed wire that's like angled, and we've seen enough parkour videos to know that if you run up that, you could jump right over the barbed wire and you'd be fine. 6 other guys do it and they're fine. I go to do it, and I don't make it. That's why the story is called The Almost Scarring of My Genitalia. So, I run up it, and I've seen 6 other guys do it. 6. Perfectly. Like it was choreographed by like Chinese acrobats. They're like, wah! And they're fine. They're fine. I'm like, I can do this, guys. Woo! Jump, no. Right down on barbed wire. I'm not gonna show you, but I have 4 perfect lines coming from here down to like here, okay? Perfect lines. This fence must have been about 30 years old in the wilderness. It was covered in rust.
Oh my God.
My leg got infected. We scratched it open and poured bleach in it.
What? That's not what you do!
All right, let me fix that. When I say we, I say me, because I wasn't showing my parents that. Because they were like, where'd you get this? What'd you do? I'd be like, Mom, Dad, during track practice, sometimes we don't actually practice. We go on little adventures. And they're like, you're quitting track. But Mom and Dad, I love it. It makes me feel a part of a team. Shut up and get in your room. So I didn't tell them. So like, I come home, my shorts are bleeding. I got 4 perfect lines. I'm like, Mom, hi, how you doing? I gotta go to the bathroom. And just going to the bathroom, okay? I get the loofah Brillo pad thingy. Okay, hurts. And I think, I'll just clean it out with soap. Then I think, sometimes when you get poison ivy, you also put bleach on that. And it doesn't hurt so bad, because it's like little tiny things of poison ivy. So I think, it's not gonna hurt so bad if I just do it on these open wounds on my leg. So I get in the bathtub. We had a really awesome clawfoot bathtub. Amazing. So I'm in there, and I got my leg up like this on the side. And it's already scratched out, blood everywhere. I take the bottle of bleach, I'm like, this will be good. Drop the bottle of bleach, more of it falls on my leg, hits my leg, and I fall out of the bathtub. I'm like, oh. Finally my mom and dad are like, what is going on? And you know, you have that moment, and when you're a teenager, I'm sure any parents in the room were like, what's those loud noises coming in the bathroom? What's he doing? So I was like, Mom, Dad, please don't come in here. And then after you hear that from your kid, you're probably like, what is going on in there? So, I would love to explain that when I do get a wife, and she sees those on that special day, she's gonna look at him and go, what's that? And I'm gonna say, honey, that is what you're marrying. All this. Because I may not be the smartest cookie in the box. People, I poured bleach on an open wound. But I'm willing to try anything. If you are as well. Thank you, and that's my story.